MasterChef Australia is a Logie Award-winning Australian competitive cooking game show based on the original British MasterChef. It is produced by Shine Australia and screens on Network 10. Restaurateur and chef Gary Mehigan, chef George Calombaris and food critic Matt Preston serve as the show's main judges. Journalist Sarah Wilson hosted the first series, however her role was dropped at the end of the series. The first episode aired on April 27, 2009, and the Series 1 finale was broadcast on July 19, 2009. The first winner of MasterChef Australia was Julie Goodwin, a 38-year-old IT office manager. The second series of MasterChef Australia premiered on April 19, 2010. The second series aired through the week at 7:30 p.m., half an hour later than the original time slot of the first series. The winner of the 2010 series of MasterChef was Adam Liaw, who won by a 7-point margin over his opponent Callum Hann. The third series of MasterChef Australia went to air in 2011. The series was won by Kate Bracks, who defeated Michael Weldon in the series final. The fourth series premiered on May 6, 2012, and was won by Andy Allen, who defeated Julia Taylor. In 2013, the fifth series winner was Emma Dean. The series has also spawned 4 spin-off series: Celebrity MasterChef Australia, which featured celebrity contestants, Junior MasterChef Australia, which featured younger contestants, MasterChef Australia All-Stars, which featured returning contestants from the first 3 series, and MasterChef Australia, The Professionals, which features professional chefs as contestants. These spin-off shows will not be on air in 2014, after the producers of the show announced that they wanted to solely focus on the original version. From 2009 to 2012 the series was primarily shot in a studio located in Alexandria, New South Wales. From 2013, production for the show shifted to the Royal Melbourne Showgrounds, Flemington, Victoria. Format: MasterChef Australia has a different format to that of the original British MasterChef and MasterChef Go's large formats. Initial rounds consist of a large number of hopeful contestants from across Australia individually auditioning by presenting a food dish before the 3 judges in order to gain one of 50 semi-final places. Entrants must be over 18 years old whose main source of income cannot come from preparing and cooking fresh food in a professional environment. The semi-finalists then compete in several challenges which test their food knowledge and preparation skills. In Season 1, the top 50 competed until 20 were left, with the final 20 progressing to the main stage of the show. From Season 2, 24 contestants progress. The contestants will then be whittled down through a number of individual and team-based cooking challenges and weekly elimination rounds until a winning MasterChef is crowned. The winner plays for a prize that includes chef training from leading professional chefs, the chance to have their own cookbook published, and $100,000 Australian dollars in cash. Episodes: MasterChef Australia airs 6 nights a week from Sunday to Friday. Each night features a different episode format, however some episodes modify the format slightly. The typical episode formats are as follows: Sunday is the challenge night. From Series 3, it can range from a variety of challenges, including a mystery box, where each contestant is given the same box of ingredients and are to create a dish using only those ingredients. These dishes are then tasted, and a winner chosen. There can also be an invention test, where contestants have to invent a dish relevant to a theme using a core ingredient. There can also be off-site challenges and team challenges, which often involve cooking for large numbers of people. The top 3 contestants who made the best dishes are selected by the judges, from which a winner is chosen to compete in the immunity challenge. After this the bottom 3 are revealed, who will face off in an elimination challenge the next night. In the first 2 series, it would always consist of a mystery box, where the winner was able to choose the core ingredient for the invention test. Monday episodes feature the pressure test. The bottom 3 from the previous night's challenge are given a recipe for a particular dish they are to emulate in an allocated time. Once completed they are taken into the judges to be tasted, before all 3 contestants are seated in front of the judges for critiquing. The judges then eliminate the contestant out of the 3 that performed least adequately in the test. Tuesday episodes feature the Immunity Challenge, where the winner of the Sunday Challenge competes against a guest, which can vary from a chef, apprentice, or to a home cook in a cook-off. A dish by the guest is chosen by the judges, or even by the guest himself, or can sometimes be a different dish chosen by the judges, which the contestant and their opponent are to emulate. The contestant sometimes gets a head start to complete the dish before their opponent starts cooking, and sometimes gets a recipe, which the guest does not, and after the allotted time for both is finished, the dishes are presented to the judges who are for tasting and scoring out of 10. The judges are not aware which dish was made by which person, however. If the contestant's dish's score is of equal or higher than that of the guest, they are crowned the winner of the challenge. In the first series they are given a free pass to the finals week of the competition and can go home. From Series 2 onwards, they receive a pin that allows them save themselves from one future elimination. Wednesday features a team challenge. The contestants are split into teams and are given a task, and a set amount of time to complete the challenge. Tasks have included presenting a 3-course meal to a celebrity guest, running a restaurant for an evening or catering an event such as a birthday party or wedding. Once completed and judged, the teams are given the results, which can be determined by which team the judges think did the best, or receiving the most votes or making the most money by the people the teams had to cook for, with members of the losing team facing an elimination the next night. The winning team safe from elimination receives a reward. Thursday is another elimination. The 2 worst-performing contestants from the losing team in the team challenge compete against each other in a head-to-head challenge to determine who will be eliminated. The loser of the challenge is then eliminated. On some occasions, all members of the losing team will be selected to compete as individuals in the elimination challenge. In the first series, a different elimination process was used. The contestants from the losing team were to vote for a contestant that they each feel did not perform to their best and may have cost them the challenge. After voting, the team is called in together to announce the results of the vote, with the contestant with the most votes being eliminated from the competition. If the previous challenge was an individual challenge, the bottom 2 contestants competed in a head-to-head taste test where one contestant at a time named one ingredient of a particular dish or sauce, and the first person to name an incorrect ingredient is eliminated. Friday is the masterclass. Here, judges George, Gary and Matt Moran run a masterclass for the remaining contestants, which usually call back to some of the challenges from the previous week. For example, they may revisit the Mystery Box Challenge and demonstrate some other dishes that could have been made or redo one of the contestants' dishes to give tips on how it could have been improved. Series synopsis. Series 1, 2009. The first series of MasterChef Australia was broadcast between 27 April 2009 and 19 July 2009. Applications for contestants closed on January 8, 2009, with subsequent auditions held in Perth, Brisbane, Melbourne, Adelaide and Sydney. Over 7,000 people auditioned for the show. The top 50 portion of the series was filmed at the Australian Technology Park in Sydney. From the top 20 onwards, filming was moved to a studio on Doody Street in Alexandria, Sydney. The Series 1 finale was filmed on July 2, 2009, 2.5 weeks before its actual television broadcast. The winner was IT office manager Julie Goodwin, who defeated Pauline Liaw. Series 2, 2010. The second series of MasterChef Australia premiered on April 19, 2010, with the initial call for contestants held in mid-2009. Other changes to Season 2 include not showing the initial auditions, with the series beginning instead with the top 50 which were filmed at a Redfern Train Works building in Sydney, and having a top 24 instead of a top 20. Also, unlike Season 1, the last 45 minutes of the finale were broadcast live. The winner was 31-year-old lawyer Adam Liaw, who defeated Callum Hann. Series 3, 2011. On July 4, 2010, Network 10 confirmed the return of MasterChef with new judge Matt Moran joining the original judges for Series 3. The series premiere aired on May 1, 2011. It was watched by 1.511 million viewers. The winner was 36-year-old mother, Kate Bracks, who defeated Michael Weldon in the grand final. Series 4, 2012. MasterChef Australia premiered Sunday 6 May on Network 10. Regular judges, chefs George Calombaris and Gary Mehigan and food critic Matt Preston, returned for Season 4. The winner was 24-year-old apprentice electrician Andy Allen. Julia Taylor was the runner-up. Audra Morais came in third place. Series 5, 2013. Network 10 confirmed in August 2012 that they have commissioned a fifth series for 2013. The programme will be filmed at the Royal Melbourne Showgrounds in Flemington, Victoria. Emma Dean won with Lint on Tap as the runner-up and Samira El Kafir finishing in third place. Series 6, 2014. Network 10 confirmed in August 2013 that they had recommissioned the show for another series, to air in 2014. The programme will once again be filmed in Flemington, Victoria at the Royal Melbourne Showgrounds. In addition to the return of all three judges, Kelly Kwong is a regular guest mentor who appears during the immunity challenges. Series 7, 2015. Network 10 confirmed in May 2014, that they have signed up for a seventh series to air in 2015. Spin-off editions, Celebrity MasterChef Australia, 2009. Celebrity MasterChef Australia, a spin-off featuring celebrities as contestants began production in early September 2009, and aired for 10 weeks starting from September 30, 2009. The celebrity version, which features a heats and semi-finals format similar to MasterChef Goes Large, is based around weekly episodes. Presenter Sarah Wilson did not return to present the show. 10 states that she was dropped because the appropriate role for Sarah was not achievable without dramatically changing the format, but Gary Mehigan, George Calombaris and Matt Preston returned as judges. Calombaris and Mehigan took Wilson's presenting role. It was won by Olympic swimmer Eamon Sullivan, who took home $50,000 for charity Swim Survive Stay Alive. In February 2010, executive producer Mark Fennessy stated that he doubted the spin-off will return for a second series. Junior MasterChef Australia, Series 1, 2010. Production of a junior version of the show was initially suggested in October 2009. The first series of the show, featuring 8 to 12-year-old contestants, was filmed after the second series of MasterChef Australia. Junior MasterChef Australia is produced by Shine Australia. The series final was won by 12-year-old Isabella Bliss from Queensland. Series 2, 2011. 10 confirmed a second series of the spin-off in their 2011 lineup. The winner was Greta Yaxley. MasterChef Australia All-Stars, 2012. 10 began broadcast of a special All-Stars version of the show on July 26, 2012 that aired during the 2012 Summer Olympics. It featured a number of returning contestants from the first three series, including Series 1 and 3 winners Julie Goodwin and Kate Bracks, who revisited past challenges in order to raise money for charity. It was won by Series 2 runner-up Callum Hann, who ultimately raised $20,000 for Cancer Council Australia. MasterChef Australia, The Professionals, 2013. A spin-off based the original BBC MasterChef, The Professionals series began airing on January 20, 2013. It featured 18 professional chefs competing against each other as opposed to amateur cooks. Matt Preston and chef Marco Pierre White hosted the spin-off. Reception, ratings. The one-hour series premiere of MasterChef Australia attracted an average of 1.42 million viewers, making it the most-watched show in its time slot. Ratings steadily grew throughout the first series, with the show dominating Australian ratings as it entered finals week, averaging around or above 2 million viewers an episode, and on daily rankings placing ahead of other high-ratings shows such as the Seven Network's Packed to the Rafters and Nine's Rugby League State of Origin broadcast. Its success is despite initial belief from critics that the series would be a dud based on the performance of previous primetime cooking shows, as well as general cynicism against a new reality show format. The first series finale of MasterChef Australia attracted an average of 3,745,000 viewers, and peaked at 4.11 million viewers. This figure was for the last half hour of the show, titled MasterChef Australia, the winner announced, while the first 90 minutes of the finale averaged 3,313,000 viewers. A figure also eclipsed the show's previous high, set on the last elimination episode, of 2.36 million viewers, and also surpassed the previous high for a non-sporting event since OzTam ratings started in 2001. It is currently the fourth highest rating television program in Australia since 2001, behind the 2005 Australian Open final between Leighton Hewitt and Marat Safin, and the 2003 Rugby World Cup final. Ten's share for the night was 41.3%, almost 20% ahead of its nearest rival. The first series finale was the most-watched television program of 2009. The highly anticipated second series premiere of the show attracted 1.69 million viewers, peaking at 2.11 million nationwide. In general, the second series rated higher on average compared to the first series, with weekday episodes seeing a 35% increase in viewers by the midpoint of the series. The last half hour of the second series final attracted 3,962,000 viewers and 3,542,000 during the rest of the final, outrating the Series 1 final to become the third highest rating show of all time. Critical and popular reception. Despite success in the ratings, the series initially received mixed reviews from some viewers, with fans of the original British version describing the Australian show to be incomparable to that version in terms of quality, structure, judgment and skill of the contestants. Other commentators have also criticised the show for using a competition format similar to other reality shows such as Australian Idol, The Biggest Loser and Project Runway Australia that focuses more on the elimination of contestants than the food and cooking itself. Ten's programming chief David Mott admitted that using the new format was a huge risk, while Fremantle Media's Paul Franklin has asserted that for a commercial audience we needed to pump it up and make it bigger, a little over the top, with more drama and storytelling and a sense of theatre. In counterpoint, the show has been described as an antidote for cynicism, and a reflection of multicultural Australia, while the show's success has been attributed to audiences uncomfortable with the win-at-all-cost mold of reality shows of old, and a shift in values in the face of the recent financial crisis. Cooking schools have reported an increase in enrollments due to the success of the series, while kitchenware retailers and upmarket restaurants have also seen increased trade. Supermarkets and specialty food retailers have reported increased demand from the public for the more unusual ingredients, such as quail, custard apple and squab, after being featured on the program. The success of the show led Ten to explore possible spin-offs such as the celebrity and junior versions, as well as one featuring professional chefs as contestants. The success of the show has also led competing networks to commission their own competitive cooking programs, such as Seven's My Kitchen Rules and Nine's The Great Aussie Cook-Off after the first series, with reports that both networks are planning more copycat shows to air in late 2010 and early 2011. MasterChef Australia won the award for Most Popular Reality Programme at the 2010 Logie Awards. In addition, Matt Preston won the Graham Kennedy Award for Most Outstanding New Talent for his work on the program. Controversy. Allegations of vote rigging. Significant numbers of viewers have raised allegations that the voting on the Series 1 finale of MasterChef was fraudulent after Julie Goodwin won the crown. After the airing of the finale, talkback radio became inundated with calls, both for and against the verdict, and the finale also became a top trending topic on social networking site Twitter, where many users said they felt deflated and ripped off by the final episode of the hit show. Similar allegations were raised when contestants were eliminated throughout the series. Judge Matt Preston has denied that eliminations were rigged or the result of a popularity contest, and asserted that Julie had won the title because she was the better cook on the night. Goodwin herself has also asserted that her victory was not the result of rigging, insisting that the professional integrity of the three judges would be damaged if it were. Welfare of former contestants. During their time playing MasterChef, the contestants are paid a retainer of $500 a week. This is slightly below the national Australian minimum wage of $589.30 and less than half the average wage of $1,291.34. This was revealed in 2011 along with the knowledge that most contestants quit their jobs before entering the competition and faced seeking re-employment once eliminated from the show. International syndications. The network in bold also broadcasts their own version of MasterChef. Print publications, Official MasterChef Cookbook Volume 1. The Official MasterChef Cookbook Volume 1 was published by Random House Australia in December 2009. It contains recipes from the Series 1 top 20 contestants and top Australian and international chefs, Martin Buzz, Donovan Cook, Pete Evans, Manu Faildal, Guy Grossi, Alex Herbert, Matt Moran and Andrew Honeysett, Bernard Inogu, Adrian Richardson, Frank Shek, Emmanuel Strubant and Adriano Zumbo. There are also behind-the-scenes stories and culinary tips and tricks. Our Family Table. As the first winner of MasterChef, Julie Goodwin won the chance to have her own cookbook published. Her first cookbook is called Our Family Table and is published by Random House Australia, April 2010. Official MasterChef Cookbook Volume 2. The Official MasterChef Cookbook Volume 2 was published by Random House Australia in December 2010. It contains recipes from the Series 2 top 24 contestants and top chefs. Official Junior MasterChef Cookbook Volume 1. The Official Junior MasterChef Cookbook Volume 1 was published by Random House Australia in 2010. It features recipes suitable for children and spreads it across various themes. Some masterclass recipes are also included. 2 Asian Kitchens. As the second winner of MasterChef, Adam Liaw won the chance to have his own cookbook published. The book is called 2 Asian Kitchens and is published by Random House Australia, April 2011. Split into 2 main sections, the Old Kitchen and the New Kitchen, Liaw explores recipes that he has grown up with, along with new creations. MasterChef Magazine. MasterChef Magazine, a monthly spin-off publication adopting the series brand, went on sale in May 2010. Following a high-profile launch, the magazine exceeded its initial sales target within a short space of time, selling 90,000 copies in 3 days. The magazine is published by News Magazines, a subsidiary of News Limited. See also, List of Australian television series, My Kitchen Rules, references. External links, MasterChef Australia Official MasterChef Australia website, Official Channel 10 website Official Network 10 website, MasterChef Australia at the Internet Movie Database, MasterChef Australia at TV.com, MasterChef Australia on Twitter.